If you are over 60 and still wearing your hair long, there is a good chance you are making at least one of these 7 mistakes right now, and most women do not even realize it until someone points it out, sometimes not so kindly. This is not about cutting your hair short. This is about how you wear the length you already have. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which of these 7 styles are quietly aging you, and which simple switch can take years off your look without a single trip to the salon. Hey beautiful, welcome back to Elegance at Any Age, the channel where we keep it real about looking good after 60 without spending money you don't need to spend. If you're new here, welcome, I'm glad you found us. This is exactly the kind of practical advice we talk about every week. And to my regulars, hello again, you already know we don't sugarcoat things here, we just give you what actually works. Okay, before we get into hairstyle number 4, I want to ask something quick. If you're nodding along right now, go ahead and hit that like button. It tells me this video is actually helping. And if you haven't subscribed, now's a great time, because we drop videos like this every week. Comment below and tell me, are you currently wearing your hair long? I want to know. Let's clear something up right away. Long hair after 60 is not the enemy. I want you to hear that clearly because so many people online will tell you to just cut it all off, and that is lazy advice. The real issue is not length. It is styling. Certain ways of wearing long hair pull your face down, highlight thinning at the crown, or make your whole look feel flat and tired. Today we are walking through 7 of those styling habits, and more importantly, what to do instead. Mistake 1, dead straight, no layers. Wearing long hair completely straight with 0 layers is the #1 culprit. Without layers, hair just hangs there with no shape, and gravity does the rest, pulling your whole face downward. The fix is simple, ask your stylist for long layers that start around your cheekbone, it adds movement instantly. Mistake 2, the center part, every single day. A center part can work beautifully, but wearing it every single day creates a harsh straight line that emphasizes sagging and width at the same spots, day after day. Switching to a deep side part even occasionally softens your whole face shape immediately. Mistake 3, too much weight at the ends. Thick, blunt ends on long hair can look heavy and actually drag the face down visually. Thinning shears or soft layering at the bottom lighten things up and create that airy, youthful movement you see on women who somehow always look effortless. Mistake 4, skipping face framing pieces. This one surprises people. Long hair pulled straight back with nothing framing the face removes all softness around your features. Face framing layers, even short subtle ones near the cheek, soften lines and draw attention to your eyes instead of anywhere else. Okay, before we get into hairstyle number 4, I want to ask something quick. If you're nodding along right now, go ahead and hit that like button, it tells me this video is actually helping. And if you haven't subscribed, now's a great time, because we drop videos like this every week. Comment below and tell me, are you currently wearing your hair long? I want to know. Mistake 5, ignoring thinning at the crown. Here is something nobody talks about enough. As we age, hair naturally thins at the crown, and wearing it long and flat there just exposes it more. A few strategic layers or even a slight volumizing routine at the roots completely changes how thick your hair appears, without cutting an inch off the length. Mistake 6, the same old ponytail or bun, every day. A tight, slicked back ponytail or bun pulls at the skin and exaggerates every line on your face. It is convenient, I understand, but a slightly looser, lower style with a few face framing pieces left out softens everything instantly and still takes the same 5 minutes. Mistake 7, no color dimension. One flat, solid color on long hair can look heavy and dull, especially as we age and our natural skin tone shifts. Adding subtle highlights or lowlights, even just a shade or 2 apart, creates dimension that makes hair look healthier, fuller, and more alive, even if the length never changes. The turn, what actually works. So here is the real secret nobody tells you. You do not need to chop your hair off to look modern and fresh after 60. What you need is movement, softness around the face, and a little dimension in color. That combination does more for your appearance than any drastic length change ever could. Long hair after 60 can absolutely look elegant, polished, and current, it just needs to be styled with intention instead of habit. Here is something small that makes a big difference. Loose waves, even soft ones you create with a simple curling iron in 5 minutes, instantly add the movement we talked about earlier. It is one quick step that ties everything we covered together. I want you to remember this: your hair does not have to be short to look youthful, and it does not have to be long to look outdated either. It is all about how you style what you already have. Small adjustments, not drastic ones, are usually what makes the biggest difference. If this video gave you something to think about, that is exactly why I make these. Hit subscribe so you do not miss next week's video. Give this one a like if you are walking away with at least one change you want to try, and tell me in the comments which of these 7 mistakes you are guilty of. No judgment, we have all done it. I will see you in the next video, and until then, stay elegant.